And so then the next day I'm thinking, okay, a wedding. I have to prepare for a wedding that's going to happen it was by that Thursday, Friday, basically 2 days. And I thought, weddings, I'm thinking flowers. We have to have flowers and lots of flowers. And the only thing I knew is I wanted white flowers, so I wasn't picky. I didn't care what kind of white flowers. I knew if I'm selective at this late date, we're going to have trouble. So we went to the nursery, and we were so lucky. I couldn't believe it. The nursery had these huge, puffy, white petunias. And I hadn't necessarily wanted petunias, but you know what? They're beautiful and they're good and they'll work. And not only that, petunias smell good. So we got a number of flats of these. We got lots and lots of these petunias. They weren't cut flowers, they were actually in their little pots. I took them home. Now we had to keep them in good shape because normally little bedding plants have to be watered every day. We had to keep them in good shape. And so we would get them ready for the table decorations. So I'm going to show you what we did, and they worked out beautifully. What we did with the petunias, and I got some, and these are not quite as fluffy as they were the year of that wedding, but anyway, so we got the little pots. Now, here's what I did before I'm going to show you what I put down before I put the flower. I got this tulle, which you can get at any craft store, and I cut it. I got the kind, it was in the 5-inch strip. It was a long 5-inch strip, so I cut them into strips about 18 inches long. Can you see that? So I just laid it down, laid one down there, put another one crosswise to it, so it's like a perfect little cross. I did 4 of these by 4 of these little tulle strips, and this one was diagonal to it, and the last one was the final diagonal. So I had 4 little strips of tulle, real simple. Then I had to, since we're talking about pots with dirt in it, possibly moist, I got wax paper, white wax paper. It's funny, all the separate pieces they don't look very fancy. When you put it all together, it's amazing the effect. I put the wax paper down to protect. There it is. And then I put the little petunia on top of it. And I got another strip. Where's the strip? I got a strip of the tulle. Now this was, this is the same as strip of tulle. Then I brought it all up. I grabbed all the tulle and wax paper and brought it all up into a nice little package there, puffy little package. And then I wrapped it and tied it. This is really easy, and I had a lot of these to do, but it went together real well. Tied it, the little knot there, tulle sticking up. There it was. Now I had a lot of these. I had it was about 40 people. I had a number of different tables. So I put these in groups. Let me show you how I put them. I put them in groups of 3, most of them. So with a group of 3, I have all this fluffy stuff here. I arranged them in groups of 3. And I also got, with the tulle that I had used to wrap the petunias, I got lots and lots of strips of other tulle, and I put it all around the table as well that way. So I had lots and lots of this tulle, which is kind of the effect you want at a wedding. Okay, so I had the tulle, and I also had some white ribbon. So I put tulle and white ribbon all around the tables, the various tables. And it smells so good. And one of the benefits was that then the guests were they would take a set home with them. So they all had a nice little bouquet of nice aromatic petunias to take with them. But I had quite a few of them left over, and that worked out great too. Because after the wedding the next day, I planted them in my garden. And then all through the season, they grew and they were beautiful, and I was reminded of this beautiful wedding.